Well, there are two ways to look at that. Um, the first is that I don't believe people. It's quite a strong statement. I don't believe people when they say I don't know. I think everybody deep down inside knows, but they have to go and really dig deep to find the answers. But I think everybody knows down deep inside. So when someone says, I don't know what to do, there's this there's a contradiction there because nobody knows more than you about the situation that you're in. So nobody else can make a more informed choice because nobody has more information than you. So the false argument that nobody knows what is good for the future. Um, yeah, it's also it's a non-argument. Nobody knows what is good for the future because we can think of thousands of examples of why do we have flowers in our garden? Because it's nicer. Why do we get our kids to brush their teeth even though they don't want to? Because yeah, but there's no action. Sorry to interrupt. There's no action that exists without some kind of intention of some kind of result. So that nobody knows, what's going to happen is like I can argue for randomness. Like I don't know exactly who I'm going to meet at what time tomorrow, but I can give you the rough probabilities. Okay, so I do know. I don't know exactly what I'm going to talk about or what I'm going to say, and these things create the beauty of life. But I need to be prepared for them. So the fact we don't know what's going to happen is like, oh, I'm just going to let go of everything, and what will be. Is you can jump out of the plane after you've packed the parachute onto your back, not before. And putting the parachute on your back and going through all the training prepares you for safety. And so finally, at the end, after all the training and all the preparation, you can jump out of the plane. But you can't start by jumping out of the plane. So there, even though jumping out of a plane is madness, it's really the end result of method. It's not really madness, it's method. And when we don't have method, we have only madness. And that's absolutely not constructive. Um, there's really nobody who doesn't know what's going to happen. There's only people that are willfully, meaning they choose to be blind. They're willfully blind. They choose not to focus on that because it's hard. And so you can argue that, oh, well, I'm not going to put I'm not going to put my son under any pressure to do anything right now because he's going through that period of time. But that's also not being honest with yourself about the fact that you're older and you have more experience. You've seen more, you've done more, you've learned more, you've been through so much more. And of course, that doesn't mean you're always right. But you have to play that card sometimes. you have to play that card and say, this road that you're on, I know where it goes. Not really sure that you want to go down that road. Yeah. Now as I say this, I'm a really bad example to talk about that because I was the person who went to university and then left university, and my parents were like, "Oh my God, what are you doing leaving university? Oh my God, stay at university. We will." We'll buy you a car. Stay at university, please. Whatever you want, we'll get it for you. And I was like, no, no, you don't get it. I'm not doing this to get a car. Right? I don't even want a car. I'm doing this because it something tells me that it's the right thing for me to do. So I have been in that position of re- sort of rejecting all the help, and with my parents going, but your qualifications and the future, and you're not thinking about this profession, and me going, well, um, to be honest, I'm just not happy. That's why I'm doing it. I'm just not happy. Um, not happy being here at the university. It's just not working for me. It doesn't feel like the right place. It doesn't feel like the right thing for me to do. I'm going to take a year out and think about everything, and then maybe I'll go back after a year, or maybe I'll transfer to another university or something. Oh my god! Ah, panic, 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 panic. Um, so so I just want to put that in there that I have experience being on the side of not taking all the advice, all the good advice that my parents were giving me, and they were right about everything that they said. It was it wasn't good for me, but it was yeah, I don't want to talk about my history, but it was the result of something that happened years earlier, of things, series of things that happened. Me leaving university wasn't me waking up one day and saying, "Oh, well, that's it. I'm walking out."